Tight waist, bright eyes, soft face with a white smile was a nice con, but she naughty now. Let me introduce you to the potty mouth. She like how that sound. This girl is crazy and I'm not aroused, but she's so amazing when she calm it down. 101, yeah, she's one of them. I wanna kiss her lips, I wanna rub her lumps. When I take her down, so she gonna come. When I make her frown, she gon' run amok. I know I'm crazy, but I love the love, and the love that I got to give to you isn't a flood of lust. I've been missing your holding touch, back rubs, shoulder rub, yeah, all that stuff. Bubble baths, you recall that stuff? We was kids strolling around and all that stuff. But now you be talking tough, made mistakes that I know ain't no walking from, but my efforts should make you depart from them. I be chilling and you about to start again, showing off for your friends trying to boss a man. Now you blame me cause I'm going off again, now I'm jaded cause I'm in the box again. I don't know what to call it now. We said things that were out of bounds, and we both are to blame and it's falling out. In the end, what the fuck is this all about? No, you're not trying to fix it or talk it out. So I figure it's best that I'm walking out, but you still steady tweeting and talking out. Shit. She like how that sound. This girl is crazy and I'm not aroused, but she's so amazing when she calm it down. One-on-one, she one of them. I better miss her kisses. I just reminisce on the love that was so significant. I wish we could settle our differences.
She like how that sound. Hey. If y'all enjoyed that, man, that was my boy Cayman Parks, Potty Mouth. If y'all want to go download that yourselves, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, YouTube, all that. His name is Cayman Parks. The song's called Potty Mouth. Feel me? I felt like we had to start off this podcast with some good vibes, some good energy, you feel me? That wasn't really like the most positive song, but it's just, bro just got an aura about himself, bro. Any song you do is just kind of positive in my eyes, bro. It's just good vibes, bro. I really believe, like, the music can heal the soul on some shit. I ain't even gonna count.
Definitely.
You feel me? But yeah, man, I just had to start off the podcast on that real quick. But, hey, y'all see it, bruh. Hold up, let me get the fuck up. Y'all see it, bruh. Y'all see it, bruh.
Wait, I don't think they did. Like, I don't think they did.
Bang, 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 Niner gang. You feel me, bruh? Hey, hold up. Before this week, everybody, y'all ain't play a real team. Cowboys gonna beat y'all. Wax the Cowboys. 42-10. Okay. Y'all beat the Cowboys, but they trash anyway. Y'all gotta see the Eagles this season. When y'all see the Eagles, 42-19. Bruh, this supposed to be the best team in the league. Hold up. Brock Purdy just a system QB. Brock Purdy isn't a franchise guy. If Brock Purdy was on any other team, stop. Let me name some stats real quick. Brock Purdy was the last pick of the draft, right? Mr. Irrelevant. Brock Purdy also is undefeated in divisional play. Okay, bet. Brock Purdy also broke a Joe Montana record. Okay. Brock Purdy also is third in the league in passes complete over 25 yards. Okay. Last but not least, Brock Purdy is first in the NFL, number 1 in passer rating, and it's by a good little margin. Okay, that's not enough. Okay, Brock Purdy went against the Eagles. Number 1 candidate for MVP, Jalen Hurts. Check the stats. He outballed him, outplayed him, outdid him. Okay, bet. I'll wait. Now you ask yourself this. If anybody else was having this type of season, if anybody else came into the league that was a top 5 pick, first round pick, and they did this exact same thing that good old, little old Brock Purdy is doing, what would you say about him? You don't even watch sports, but I just named all them stats. What would you think? I would think it's a really good ass player. Like, it sounds like I'm talking about a really good ass player, right?
No, it really does.
Okay, yeah, but this is the guy that everybody's like, I don't know about. He still gotta prove something, which I don't get, bruh. Bruh came to Philly, did his Dougie. Not to mention, the real ones know, Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy went against each other in college. Ohio versus Iowa. Ohio won 42-41, but Brock Purdy still outplayed him, bro. Y'all got y'all opinions, bro. But I know these motherfuckers on SportsCenter about to start eating meat. They already tried to give him a nickname last night, Humble Beast. You know when they try to give you a nickname, they putting you into the mainstream, bruh. You feel me? But that's all I really got to say about that. You feel me? Going on to the next topic. I apologize, cuzzo. What's good, bro?
Good.
Tell the people what's up, brother. I mean, at this point, they starting to know who you are, bro. But you gotta keep saying your name over and over,
know
bro.
Who I am. Y'all know me. I'm Noya. How are you? What's up, Nick? How you been?
Man, I'm just out here.
Your team won.
Team won, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. The homie D-Ray just had me in a little smash or pass type video, man. I feel like I bought like a different look. Essence to that joint, man. I asked the questions that motherfuckers wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody in there like turn around 360. I'm in that motherfucker like when the last time you got an STD checkup, mama? Okay, can I see your results?
Everybody put their hands up and I'm like,
motherfucker ask you for the results, bruh, it get crazy. Motherfucker actually like say, can I see the last time you been tested for real? Like I know you got the email.
my thing is if they say yes, they hiding something. I feel like if they say yes, because it's like I'm not finna show you nothing and I don't know nothing about you. No, I'm not finna do that. Come on now.
Wait up. So you mean tell me if you just met a guy and he like y'all were, you know, y'all weren't on that stage yet, but you could tell it was heading towards that stage, and he asked you like, can I see your paperwork? Like
No.
is it cool if I see like when the last time you've been to the doctor and your STD results? No?
I don't know. That's just like invading my privacy.
So
Unless we're like for sure finna do that. But I'm gonna tell you like the honest truth.
So a man worried about his health is evading your privacy.
That's if he's so
Like, really,
concerned.
though?
If he's so concerned, then if I say no, then he gotta move on to the next one.
So instead of seeing a man like, not just a man, because this go for everybody, because guys that do girls like this too, trust me, I know. But just because a person is worried about their health, instead of thinking, this person asked me that, so I'ma just assume he asks everybody that, meaning he takes care of himself and trying to make sure whoever he associates his energy with takes care of themselves too. Instead, you see it as it's an invasion of privacy. I don't have to show you shit, boy.
Okay, so it's just me and him. And that's what we're talking, because you're talking about the smash and pass video.
Nah, I mean
what I'm referring to. Like
the basis of a smash or pass video is to find your match in a sense, right? Okay. Everybody, I pick you out. Oh, you're my favorite.
But I want to
home.
see every one of your test results first.
When you have the email test results, all the results are on one page. Boom, 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 boom. If you have any red mark, that means you have that shit.
Yeah, but you have to realize, like, you're going to look at this list and you're going to see certain things and you're going to be like, But you don't really understand from a female's perspective what that all means. Because, yes, I'm cleared of all the things that I could pass to somebody, but you're going to see something else that you may think is just so gross.
Like what?
I'm not gonna get into details. Like, as
long as a man
it's like a normal.
As long as a man or a person in general can see chlamydia, syphilis, gonorrhea, hepatitis A through C, herpes, HIV, as long as all those boxes are green, nobody really worried about the words they can't understand, like trichomonosis.
No, I'm not talking about like the words, like
eczema or
like you could, like
that.
a woman could have like a bacterial infection, or a guy could have a bacterial infection. It's like I don't want you to look at that and be like, you know,
like a UTI.
Yeah. And
okay.
that's one example, and it's another one, and it's like things happen. Like you could take antibiotics and get it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
But
I have to
mean,
then explain
how old
why
are
I got this.
how old are you?
I'm 25.
I'm 25 as well, so I would agree people in our age group kind of know what a UTI is. A UTI isn't really a sexually transmitted disease or
Yeah.
infection. It's more so a
Then I'll
bacterial.
screenshot just those for you.
More so a bacterial thing. Like a motherfucker, like a dude can get the UTI from just not taking care of himself down there. For real, it has nothing to do with sex. You get a UTI all by yourself.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like a person of our age, like if they seen anything like that, that would be more so a, oh, okay. Like as long as those main
I'm gonna start buying you
boxes,
some cranberry juice.
because like I mean, at the end of the day, like I showed it in a video. Dudes will just ask a girl, have you been to the doctor? Are you clean of all STDs? And they'll be like, yeah, duh. And then a motherfucker asks, like, swear to God, you promise. A motherfucker will look you dead in your eyes and go, yes, yeah, and get on, yes.
Yeah.
And the average man, okay, bet, cool, dive in, not knowing you possibly gotta let's see, 10 to 15%, because men are less likely to get it. You got a 10 or 15% chance of catching some shit. Versus you saying, okay, bet, show you the results. This man knows I'm clean, so this man is more comfortable. And in return, because I'll put you on game, if a man is more comfortable and not worried about your vagina, he will last longer in bed. I bet you didn't know that.
Repeat that.
If a man, y'all pay attention, ladies, if y'all watching. A lot of motherfuckers don't know. Blood flow is mental. If a man is comfortable with you, which is why when a man and a woman are together and they in love, they make love. Love is a long-lasting process. When he fuck a little side joint off the street, it's hit it and quit it. Think back, boom, bap, you're out of here. It's real short. Why? Because I'm not comfortable with you, whether it's if you clean or not, if you even supposed to be here or not, if I'm supposed to be with you or not. But something as simple as showing STD results can have a guy know, oh, okay, bet I can get as nasty as I want with her because I know she's just as clean as me. And in return with that comes more foreplay. And in return with more foreplay comes longer lasting sex. So now, why is it an invasion of privacy if a man or a woman in general is worried about if you're clean or not? Or is that just the way that you and everybody else, a lot of other people were programmed to think, okay, bet I know myself. I don't have to prove myself to anybody. And if anybody asks me to prove myself, I'll take it as a form of disrespect. Why you say you're invading my privacy? Because I mean, shit, last time I checked, if nobody got shit to hide, they don't give a fuck about what you see or not. It's no invasion of privacy. But the moment cop is beating at your door, like, can we search the premises, and you got a crib full of pills and weed, motherfucker, like, you can't come. You don't got a warrant. Invasion of privacy.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
I want to say, because that was like, it was a situation that I went through where it was like, a dude thought I gave him something, and it's like, I just went to the doctor.
And see?
I have all my information. So, whatever you feeling, you need to go. But it wasn't even anything going on. It was just, he just had, his own personal thing. It had nothing to do with a sexually transmitted anything like that.
It was just his hygiene type shit, like his personal hygiene.
I don't even think it was a hygiene thing. I think it's not always hygiene. It could be that you just need further tests done.
Yeah.
It just, whatever the case is, it may not be whatever. Because like he said, having a new sex partner can make you sensitive, and it obviously changes your balance. So
well, I mean,
like,
that is like very true. Cause like, I ain't gonna lie. Me and my partner Zeke, shout out Zeke, we had a long talk. But like when you reach the age, I'm speaking from like the POV of a man though, not everybody like as a woman or whatever. But when like you reach a certain age, 25 to be exact, a man's body changes. So basically like You could be real dry, you could be itchy, all that, but it has nothing to do with an STD. It could be because before you could use any soap to clean your body.
Yeah.
Now you need to use a specific soap.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be you never really used moisturizer down there or whatever, but you get to a certain age and your body starts to dry up quicker. You need moisturizer down there. Certain shit like just a dab of Vaseline could change your whole private part area. You feel me? That's something that I feel like a lot of, especially young black men, don't know, because it's like motherfuckers do be out here reckless and they get in their head, oh, bro, I got some shit. And like you say, they get the blaming motherfuckers. They get the pointing the finger when the whole time it's like, you go to the doctor, you get checked.
You may just need to get your prostate checked.
Yeah, you may
just need an antibiotic for whatever it is. It may not be because you got an STI or whatever, but then you're going to blame me because I'm not having no symptoms. I'm not having no problems. And I went to the doctor, but then you're still going to blame me. So then it's like, that's when it pissed me off, where it was like, well, I'm not going to show you anything because, first of all, we broke up. So who you been fucking after me?
See, and that's like...
But I get what you mean.
It also has to do with your diet, too.
Yeah, I get what you mean, where it is, if you get a test or whatever, yeah, show them that. But if you don't want to show them everything that's going on, like, you have a cyst or something, like, all that's going to be on there. Just take the main things that are sexually transmitted, just take a screenshot, and then I will send that.
Yeah. I don't think anybody is really tripping on, like, shit like that, like cyst or whatever. Wop. It's just, like, some people just want to be safe, you know what I mean? Yeah. Some people just, like how we seen in the movie when, like, certain characters in certain films that be like germaphobes. Well, when a man gets to a certain age and he learned more about his body and he learned more about the woman body, he kind of becomes a diseasephobe. He kind of becomes a sexophobe in the sense of, I can't even be comfortable with you unless I know you clean, because I know how easy it is to contract some shit, and I know the percentage of population that has this, and this, and I don't want to be a statistic. I feel like the narrative on that has to be changed. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, especially women, not to like just downpour on y'all, but we're in the rise of Aquarius, meaning beginning of 2023 and especially into 2024, a lot of shit that you may not have known, you're gonna know. A lot of shit you may not have had knowledge on, you're going to have knowledge on, which is why the media is doing a lot of things to divide us, take us away. Just how we were talking about last week. Why is Kim K on the cover of GQ Man of the Year? We putting all of our energy onto that. And in return, when we post it, women are talking about, you don't know. Men are talking about, he's right. It's a division, bruh. Why? Because they know in the rise of Aquarius, people are going to be hip to certain shit. And in order to keep people not asleep, but on the same type of agenda, you have to throw shit out there to cause division. If we too worried about the woman is being vasculated more than the man, we never gonna trip on what's really going on. We never gonna trip on why they doing this. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't know, bro. I could get off in a tangent about it, but I just feel like that shit needs to change. Ladies, stop being so defensive. Like, if a motherfucker asked if you got food stamps, bruh, that shit not know, like, a motherfucker really take that as disrespect. Bro, stop being defensive. Stop reflecting on yourself. I said that at the Smash or Pass. I was all like, and I said it in like a complimentary way while also being funny. I was all like, oh, shorty look like her and her family have food stamps. So I know she got, good standards, woo woo. And she could fight, woo woo. Motherfuckers in the building, like everybody was like, and then started laughing. Then one girl came in front of the camera. Who got food stamp? Woo wow. And it's just all like, pause. But it's like, You just told on yourself. You're reflecting on yourself. I didn't say, and the girl that hopped in front of the camera, I didn't say she had them. I said a whole different girl, but she had to hop in front of the camera. Why? Because she felt like I attacked her. Because she knows she be on the motherfuckers. When in actuality, if you do have food stamps, it's nothing wrong with them. Because I'll break down some quick math real quick. Let's just say you spend $400 a month at the grocery store and you can get that covered with food stamps. Okay, bet. That's 12 months. 4 times 12 is 4,800. That's almost $5,000 at the end of the year that you can put in your pocket and spend on whatever you want.
Build your savings, invest, whatever, yeah.
Meanwhile, a bit, excuse my language, but a woman is not worried about that. She finds it disrespectful if you ask her if she's on food stamps, but she doesn't find it disrespectful that she's lowering herself to go, fuck food stamps, but I like the young nigga with the chain on. So you mean to tell me you rather not have a supplement that can save you money, create your own income to where you don't need a young nigga with a chain on, but you're so focused on the young nigga with the chain on because you know he can do it for you. But yet, if I said you need a man in your life, that same girl will turn around and say, no, the fuck I don't. I don't get it. Can you explain?
I don't have food stamps.
Get it.
There was a point where I did. I actually need to reapply. So, but I don't have no issue telling, if somebody asks me, hey, you got food stamps, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes because, like, I use my mom's food stamps. That $50 I spent last night, I did not have to spend out of my pocket. So that $50, I was able to go put more gas in my car, and then I can just save that for the next, for whatever else I want to do. But my thing is, if I go to the grocery store, I'm going to hide that card. That's just me, because I don't know. My mind just be thinking like...
I'm glad you said that. Okay, so I want you to tell me, you remember back in the day how the food stamps used to look? They used to look like cash, but it used to look like Monopoly money.
Vaguely,
it would be all type of colors. You know what I mean? And then they transferred the cards. So okay, bet if you got food stamp bucks and a dollar bill, what's the difference between those two? They were both made by the same government. They're both paper. What's the difference? The only difference is what we've been programmed to believe. Poor people use food stamps. Regular, mid, and rich people use money. So are you scared? What's the difference between a credit card, a debit card, and an EBT card?
It's orange and white. That's the difference.
The color. But
that's what I'm saying.
A credit card that you would swipe, an EBT card that you would swipe at the grocery store, it all is going to equal into what you getting, what you need, your resources, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. So if I was to sit here and say that you were programmed to believe this is not made for you so that the motherfuckers that really benefit off of it could have more of it, would you believe me, or would you be like, you kind of stretching it? Because you just said you're kind of embarrassed, like you hide your card or woo-woo-wah, but like at the end of the day, it's like the card does the same thing a debit card does. You can't buy clothes or nothing with it, but when it comes to your resources, you got it.
I mean, it's not like I'm ashamed or embarrassed. It's just I'm gonna hide the card.
Why? Why would you hide the card if there was no need?
And there's no need to do that because I go in, I go out. I don't talk to nobody. I don't care. I don't care what anybody else got going on, what they're doing. But it's just something, it's just like you said, probably programmed where I'm gonna want to hide the card.
Yeah, I mean, I don't view it as crazy because
other
I've been there
people
before.
Are programmed. If you say that, other people are programmed to see that food stamp card, oh, you're broke.
And judge you, right?
Yeah. And the thing is, you can judge me all day. I still left with my $100 worth of groceries, and I'm out. And I got my crab legs. How to be getting all that shit. So it's like.
So that's kind of crazy because if you would use something that would save you money for you to have more money, that's embarrassing for us as a culture. I'm talking about black people specifically. Ooh, they cutting up out there. I know it's gonna be all up in the audio, but fuck you. I'm talking about black people as a whole because what do we notice from the rich white people? They drive old cars. They wear normal clothes. They don't show their money. When you have money, you don't show it. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, that's very true.
When you're programmed to believe poor people do this and rich people do that, you can be poor but still try to prove that you're rich by using cash instead of food stamps. Oh, this is gonna give the illusion that I'm rich.
Yeah.
This is gonna give the woo wop. When in actuality, nah, bro, you need food stamps. Food stamps could actually help you reach a lot of goals that you need financially, but you so stuck on how to hustle. In the store, look at me. You so stuck at if anybody finna think or say anything behind my back as I leave the store, like subconsciously. You may not just outright think that, but subconsciously, that's why you hide that card, or that's why you swipe it real quick and slide it back in your shit.
But my thing is, that's fine. The thing is, I got it and I used it. It's one thing if like I know my brother, he will not apply for food stamps. At this point, I don't think he qualified. But at one point he did. And he will not do it. And my mom, do it because he don't want to look like he's, well, I don't know what the case is, but I think it's because he don't want to look like he's poor. But it's like, imagine having extra $500 a month, and it's like you can hide it, you can do all that, but as long as you got it and you're using it, I think that's great. I think that's good. But if I want to hide it, I'm going to hide that.
So, black people as a whole, we always talk about how we need our reparations. We need help from the government. All of this shit. I agree. Most definitely I agree.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to this bigger picture and you really got to look at the details, the one piece of government help is food stamps. Food stamps and financial aid is the same shit. Same shit. But when we look at food stamps, government help, trying to help us, we go, nah, that's not for me, that's for poor people. Bruh, anybody can qualify for food stamps. Depending on the amount you make, of course, but damn near anybody can qualify for food stamps. You can make over a certain amount, but if you have over a certain amount of people in your household, you can qualify.
Yeah, I get that, but just because they give me food stamps, like they can give that to anybody. That ain't reparations for black people. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying. Like they're still doing something to help you out. So if you're not gonna even take that, then like why would you be requesting reparations?
You feel me?
Because it is still helping. It's still doing something in your pocket.
Like that's like kind of like saying like I need $10 million for all of my suffering, and the motherfucker is providing you $5,000 a year, and you don't take it, but you want the $10 million. I don't get that.
I mean, can I take the $10 million and the food stamp? At that point, I guess I wouldn't qualify for it anymore. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't know.
Back to what I said about like programming shit like that, and like I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, bro. This a real this gonna be a different episode, bro. I know we talk about the trending and a lot of the woo wop, but just cause it's me and Cuzzo today only, this gonna be kind of a different episode. I kind of wanna, show y'all where D Lil mind really is, cause I know I'll be out here on the goofy shit, but if you really tap in with D Lil, you'll be surprised, goddammit. But speaking on programming, are you familiar with the Tyrone Mays rat experiment?
No, what?
Everything you want to know is on Google. You just have to know the right words to type in. Motherfuckers don't hide shit. Everybody say they hide it from us, the government. Yeah, of course they do. They hide it in books where they know a nigga not gonna read, and they hide it in keywords on the internet they know niggas not gonna search up.
And they've been doing that. You knew that in the 60s when you couldn't go into certain libraries as a black person And the book you really needed to learn something was in the white libraries.
But now it's made out in the open to the public. But
And no one wants to.
That's because we've been programmed. OG once told me, racism and hatred will never die because it lives in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, whether your parents teach you about hatred back in the day or racism back in the day, it's automatically programmed into your blood cells because blood cells are genetic and you get them from your parents. Meaning, you as a black person, even though you're light or whatever, you ever walk into a room full of white people and feel awkward? Like everybody's kind of staring at you?
Yeah.
That's because your roots. That's because what your family, what your ancestors has been through, it lives through you. So you may not know this reason. We all make it a joke. Oh, it's too many white people here. But there's a certain reason why you feel awkward around a lot of white people. Even though they may be the nicest people in the world, like what their ancestors did has nothing to do with them. You know, they don't
different.
They don't need no hate. But what you feel is from what comes from your blood. What comes from your blood is what comes from your cells. Cells are genetic. So basically, bro, Tyrone rat maze experiment. This took place in 1940, right? Basically, a scientist got two groups of rats, right? He had rats that he would piss on and not feed. He had rats that he would pamper and feed very well.
Okay.
So one group of rats come from a bad environment. Keep up. One group of rats come from a good environment. He put the group of rats that come from bad environment into a maze. Guess what happened?
They got out.
They couldn't even find their way through the
Really?
first part of the maze. He put the rats that came from a good environment into a maze, and they solved that shit quick, and they got through the maze, and they made it. Okay, the scientists said this has to be a coincidence. Woo, woo, woo. So the same group of rats that he put in a bad environment, pissed on, didn't feed, he then proceeded to feed them properly and pamper them. The same group of rats he treated right, he pissed on them, didn't feed them. So that same group of rats that were bad environment, he put them in a maze. They found their way through. The same group of rats that found their way through the first time, that were treated bad in a bad environment, they were stuck all of a sudden. Okay, bet. He did this with a few more generations of rats. And when those rats had children, he didn't even have to piss on them or not really feed them. Those rats that came from that generation, guess what they started doing?
From the bad group,
Mm-hmm.
they couldn't get out.
No.
They figured it out.
Fuck a maze. They started to eat each other. They started to fight each other, kill each other. What did the good group of rats do? Not only did they find their way through the maze countless times, but within a maze, they built a civilization.
Oh, wow.
So I say all that to say, it worked with these rats. Let's try it with these humans. Okay, so like I said, the bad group of rats, they got to killing each other, stealing from each other, eating each other. Does that remind you of black on black crime?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Okay. One last thing. What did we used to call people in the hood? Hood what?
Hood rats. Hoodlums.
Hood rats. Do you think it's a coincidence that when the Black Panther Party was at the height of their prime and scaring a lot of people, all of a sudden crack cocaine got dropped into at least over a dozen projects in America?
No.
Do you think that right now because of TikTok, our new form of news, we don't have to watch the news anymore. We can watch people actually give us the real.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they posting a lot of shit, like I said at the beginning, to cause division, oh, that person's crazy. You're a conspiracy theorist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I think that experiment worked on humans too.
I can't tell you. I can't.
How you feel about that, cuz? How you feel about that?
I mean, I understand with TikTok. I'm really trying to process this. I understand with TikTok, but I don't know. You're saying that, and I believe it. It's just how do you make a change? But the thing is, how do you make a change? Because obviously, a lot of Black people are in the community that were put into the bad community.
Exactly.
So we got to figure out a way to get out of that. But how do we do that when basically do not want us to?
It all starts within your household. It all starts with what you can control.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I never said those rats were in a bad environment and they just spazzed out on each other because that's what they were told to do. No. The first generation just couldn't make it through the maze. It wasn't until the second and third generation when they got to stealing from each other, eating each other, killing each other. Nobody told them to do that. It wasn't the environment, it was the mindset. Like I said, you don't have to teach anybody anything. Hatred, resentment, all that shit lives in your blood. Those rats were born to know I can just use a bad environment as my excuse. I have to survive. When the whole time you may have a harder path to get there. You may not eat as much as you want. You may get pissed on, stepped on, not pissed on in a literal sense, but stepped on, and you feel like just because these people aren't getting pissed on, stepped on, they have it easier. So it makes more sense for me to go rob my own people, rob them, because I gotta survive, right?
Instead of just
changing your environment, changing what you see, changing what you do, changing what you listen to. Now, I will agree, there isn't really a lot of real life projects, hoods, as much as they were back in the day. Mm-hmm. You go to A-Leaf, 3rd, 5th Ward now, it's gentrified. It's a good living area now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look nowhere how it looked in the 90s. Same shit with South Central LA. You go to South Central LA, completely gentrified now. Where I grew up. I went back home 2 years ago, like to where I grew up, same street. It's unrecognizable. Rebuilt so many houses, whoop, whoop, this, that, and the third. I say all that to say that they understand that they can't put our people down in the sense of bad environment. So what are we going to do? We're going to put it on the TV. We're going to put it in the music. Do you think it's a coincidence that people say everybody wants to be a thug now? Everybody wants to be sleep now. Everybody wants to contribute to the same cause that was contributed because of bad environment. When the whole time, bruh, you have the same motherfuckers in the hood have an iPhone. Motherfuckers in the hood got a TV. Same like the white people and the rich people. You can search up whatever you want. You can see how to get rich from your house. You can see how to better your life. You can see how to better your diet just like the rich white people do. But you choose not to because you use your environment as an excuse.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'll even go into something else. Are you familiar with?
You gotta pause.
What's up?
I got pause.
You got it? Now you good. We got a good 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But